welcome. Opinion Guru TV Live. Hello. 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 Opinion Guru TV Live. I am at the march for Black students. It's a march for Black students in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Yes, it's a march for Black students in Canada, and parents want to dismantle anti-Black racism and systematic barriers in the education system. Black parents want their children to reach their full potential in the education system and have the support to do so. Parents also want to develop strategies to improve the Black students' experience in the schools. And again, people who are in Canada, who are in Toronto, the march is asking for equity in education and a peaceful educational experience for the Black children. And more information is available at all lowercase parents of blackchildren.org. So it's parentsforblackchildren.org. More information is available on that website. Yes, Opinion Guru TV Live. Opinion Guru TV Live. We're at the march for Black students. We're in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Black parents want to dismantle anti-black racism and systematic barriers within the education system.
Their pain is our pain. Their march of freedom is our march. Their reconciliation of this government is our march as well. We stand with them, we stand beside them, we stand in front of them. We defend their right for reconciliation. We defend their right for their land in this country. And right now we acknowledge that we are standing on land of indigenous peoples Canada. Please welcome our land acknowledgement as we would bow in reverence to what our moment right now in 2021.
Good morning, everyone. This is only the second time I've spoken in public since a year ago last March, so you'll have to excuse my paper because I might get a little nervous. Today, we start by acknowledging and honoring the land, the plants, the animals, the water, and the air. We also acknowledge the Haudenosaunee, Huron, Wendat, Anishinaabe, and the neutral people of their nation. The original people of this land since time began. We honor the first people who took care of these lands, not only for themselves, but for the son of generations who come behind them. In acknowledging this land, its inhabitants, and the original people of this province who were and still are here. We acknowledge the impact of colonialism on this land, with the language, the culture, and knowledge of all First people. We acknowledge the treaties on this land on which we are gathering today. They are the Williams Treaty and Treaty 13, along with the 2-row wampum and the dish with 1-spoon wampum. I encourage you to look up the meanings of this wampum and these treaties and learn more about who and what they involve. Today, the original people and other nations walk among us. First people are still here. We're not history. You will meet them in your work, in your play. They still hold ceremonies and teachings on this the land of the ancestors. Gratitude and gratefulness is extended to First People for their commitment to continue We acknowledge the newcomers who are here as our guests. The first people were not asked to give up or share this land called home. We are mindful of broken covenants and the need to redress the wrongs with First Peoples as we live, work, play, and worship on this traditional territory. My relation. It is an honor to stand with you today, to honor the lives of Black students, the strength, the resilience, the hope, the knowledge that we can make a difference. Black, Indigenous, and many marginalized people share much of the same story. We walk many of the same paths, always looking over our shoulders, never able to relax. There has been suffering when children have been taken away, when beatings and murders happened by the systems put in place to protect the people. The perception that is Black, Indigenous, or other marginalized people are the problem, rather than the broken system, needs to stop. It needs to stop now. Colonial laws forget that there are 4 colors of humans walking on this earth who all need respect and all need protection. To those of you with lighter skin, those of you who can walk without fear, stand up when you hear racial slurs. When you see agencies treating people differently than they would treat you, stand up. We need you to check your heart, your mind, watch your words, your thoughts, and your actions. We all need to admit that racism we may carry, even if it is unconscious. We need to look for it. We are all learning, but we can be in this and learn together. Look around you. See the faces and realize that those sitting, standing, walking near you are important. It doesn't matter the color of the skin or the stereotype that comes with it. There is an important human life behind each of these faces that's worthy of respect, dignity, acknowledgement, and should be given equal human rights. We all need to be looked at and loved for who we are, right here and right now. Today, we stand with and in honor of Black students. I hope that when you leave this place, that you will use your words and your good actions to continue making change so that those coming behind us are pleased with what we have done. Now I thank you on my relation.
Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Yes, once again, the Black parents are here demanding to have their children reach their full potential in the educational system and to have support to do so. Parents want to improve the Black students' experience in the school system in Canada, and they are asking for equity in the educational system and also for a peaceful educational system and experience. Again, you can learn more from their website, all lowercase, parents of black children.org, O-R-G. So that's parents of black children.org.
Yeah, I'd love to get more teachers and people involved who are doing some writing. So
Right,
I
yeah.
might come and knock on your door.
Sure, I'm Jason Keenan,
Yeah, we're doing a couple of things.
yeah. There's several others, for sure.
I usually when I know people are elected to go to pictures, but I've actually done, I did a brief, maybe this is
Hello, hello. Yes, we are at Nathan Phillips Square. We are at the Toronto sign. And we are at the March for Black Students. We are at the Toronto sign. We are at the March for Black Students.
How about if I share my... That would be great. I'll take both.
President's Airport.
Everybody's ready in unison, ready for the day to celebrate and recognize our Black students. Now, there is a ritual that occurs within our community, and it's called a libation. And within the libation, we pour water on the earth or the soil or the concrete, and we remember the ancestors who have fought for civil rights, for social justice, and for the lives of Black people. Now, unfortunately, the person that was supposed to be here is caught up in traffic, but we're still going to call out the names of our ancestors. But in order to do that, we need an elder who is here this afternoon to give me permission to start that ritual of naming our elders. So, no shade, be proud of your age. But if you're somebody who gives you their blessing, thank you, my sister. Thank you, my sister. So as I call out the names of our ancestors, asking for their blessing on this day, if there is somebody who has passed away, somebody in history that you admire, your hero or
LRV, welcome, welcome. Opinion LRV, welcome, welcome. Opinion Guru TV live. LRV, welcome.
George Floyd! George Floyd! Trayvon Martin! Sojourner Truth! We ask for the blessing of our ancestors, of the diaspora, of our motherland. We give thanks and praise to the Most High. We give thanks and praise to the Almighty. We ask for blessings today as we march. We ask for safety for everyone here on this space. And I want to call up a few people that will share a couple of words. The first person I want to call out is Kathy McDonald, and also representing advocacy, along with Naomi, who will be sharing a poem for today.
Thank you so much for being here. It's truly an honor and a pleasure. And it gives me great privilege to honor my friend, my brother from another mother, Kala Iliamade. Yeah, man, better than that. For those who don't know who Kala Iliamade is a fierce social justice warrior fighting for the rights of our children in the Peel region. And Kala, with his last dying breath, his last conscious act, was actually writing a dedication to the Peel District School Board before he got his brain hemorrhage. And I'm so honored to honor him here today, and I'm just going to say a few things about him, because first, power takes as in gratitude the writhing of its victims. And Kala was a proud African, and he demanded that all systems, education, policing, housing, health, saw the humanity in black bodies. But particularly dear to his heart was what was happening at the Peel District School Board. And I met Kala after he came to the board and saw just how traumatic and how violent just advocating and voicing basic rights of our black children was, and how I was being treated. And he came and he thanked me, and ever since that day we have been inseparable. He has always been there demanding that our children are treated, and Kala doesn't want a handout, he didn't even want extra. He just wanted what we're legally entitled to. Black children, black families in Peel, we are homeowners, we are taxpayers, we're entitled to an education without trauma and violence against our children. We are entitled that people see and believe and have high expectations for our children. So Kala would always challenge, these high suspension rates, the fact that our children were often shut out of regional learning choices programs. And Kala was insisting that at the Peel District School Board that we value the humanity of black children. Kala was a father, he was a friend to many, he was a husband, and also to all the people, to Baka, to parents of black children, to York District School Board, children deserve better. He was there supporting us, ensuring that all children, especially our black children, got the education they deserve. And you know what is so amazing about the struggle is that with Kala's advocacy, all children were rising. All children were better because of Kala's humanity. After the government took over the Peel District School Board, it not only drew attention to what was happening to black children, but it drew attention to Islamophobia. We heard about anti-Semitism, what was happening to our LGBTQ plus students. All our students were better because of Color Iliamade. And yes, big up to Color. And I just want to read a little poem because, sorry, to laugh often and much, to win the respect of intelligent people and the affection of children, to earn the appreciation of honest critics and endure the betrayal of false friends, to appreciate beauty, to find beauty in others, to leave the world a bit better, whether by a healthy child, a garden patch, or a redeemed social condition, to know that one's life has been easier because you lived here. This is to have succeeded. And man, Color Iliamade succeeded. Give it up for Color. I'm here to tell you that the journey with Color will not end today. And I also know that it will not end in Peel, because you will see the effects of the work of people like Color Iliamade as it infuses all boards of education. So I'm here today, so thrilled, and I actually won't even talk more about Color because I want you to put your hands together as my daughter says this most important. She wrote it, and let me tell you, being the child of an educational advocate or any advocacy is not easy. But it's amazing. She is listening sometimes to conversations on the phone. She hears, she sees the breakdown, the screaming. She knows the struggle just by being in the household, living with parents that are advocating for their rights, right? Because, you know, coming from Jamaica, being married to a husband who went through the same struggle and reading a report like the Stephen Lewis report, which is tomorrow, next year is going to be 30 years old. And nothing has changed for our black children. And I don't care whatever political stripe you belong to, because racism has no political boundaries, right? All parties were equally culpable into what was happening to our children. But I'm here to say I am truly thankful that we had a Minister of Education that stepped in. This is the first time that someone stepped in to take over board over anti-black racism. So without further ado, I'm going to ask you to please put your hands together for Naomi MacDonald.
Hello, everyone. I'm Naomi MacDonald, and this is my tribute to Color Iliamade. Uncle Color was a fighter. He would do what must be done. He was also an igniter, lighting change, benefiting everyone. Uncle Colin knew that action could not wait. He was here with peace and others with hate. I know many can relate when people see your skin and think they know your own fate. Uncle Colin knew that this could happen no longer. People telling kids their fate is behind bars because the color of their skin is a monster. Uncle Colin fought this nonsense because blacks are stars. He fought fearlessly each day and night so others could see black kids are bright. Uncle Colin is unapologetically black. There was no such thing as a good quality he lacked. He was fierce and bold. His actions worth more than gold. Uncle Colin, I will make a change like you. To inspire others, be included, making dreams come true. He would break the status quo, even if others disagreed. He did whatever it took to help black children grow. It didn't matter if the haters were pleased. He's my hero, my inspiration. He helps others across the nation because racism can't keep on going for another generation. He knows blacks have no limitations. He helps others achieve. He made black kids believe that they could be something great. A lawyer, a doctor, he opened the gates to success and opportunity. He made real progress, always helping the community despite the stress. This man knew the secret to success. He knows there's much more work to be done. The journey for change has just begun. Uncle Colin held his ground when it came to change. Still having racism is quite shameful and strange. Death of blacks is not a shock. Perpetual attacks, so many questions to unlock. Because the color of our skin does not define us. It is our hearts from within. Black freedom is a must. When it comes to activism, Uncle Colin is strong as a rock. But when you get to know him, you can see his heart, his glue. glow, his full belly laugh, as you all know, is what makes Uncle Collar special. His heart is soft, nice, and gentle. Uncle Collar is also a believer. This is what made him a great achiever. He knew the Lord was his guide. That is why he was supplied with joy and love. Jesus' light shined through his heart. Helping others became his art. His work will not go in vain. He crossed barriers and broke down chains. Died fighting to keep all of us united. I know you, Uncle Collar, can hear this poem from paradise. Gee, Uncle, it must be nice.
Generation. They only thank you, my sister. She has amazing things in our future. Our children can do whatever they want. Whatever you want to do. Our second speaker, I just want to introduce Idris, who's from Advocacy Peel, just to give her opportunity to send some remarks on behalf of Advocacy Peel as well as on behalf of Cola and the work that is continuing on behalf of the legacy. Idris, give it up for Idris, please.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. I guess y'all got to see my eyes, man. It's great to be here. It's great to be amongst people trying to fight for change. For those of you who don't, some of you might be familiar with who I am. Colin and I fought alongside to make the change that we're seeing right now in Ontario schools. I said to you guys, it's never easy taking a position that is not popular. But guess what? We're used to it because we're always taking positions that are not popular. If we were popular, most of us wouldn't be doing it. So I want to say to you guys, as we embark on this journey like we've been doing before, and those who did this before us, this has been going on for too long. But there are a lot of people who started in this system and who are in their 50s. Dealing with the same issue. Like Kathy said, Stephen Lewis's report came out in 1992. It captured all of the stories. Then, those stories matter then, and they stay the same thing now, 30 years after. What would it take to overhaul the system? It's not like they're doing us a favor. Yeah. They ain't doing us no favor. We're asking for a fair share of what everyone gets. So we're not asking for too much. We're not asking for anything that will break the system. We are saying recognize our children. Recognize the suffering, the pain, the trauma. Our children, the generational trauma. We're not trying to overhaul the system just for black people. As we fight as black people, we bring others along. There's never in history, in Western Hemisphere, that black folks have gotten something that other communities did not get as a matter of the fight and struggles of black people. So what we are saying, recognize the brilliance of our children. Do not make school a place where children will be afraid. We have the SRO program in field, where the police inserted themselves into the educational system. And as such, brought the trauma to black children especially. I know this for a fact, because we made the SRO go. When Tulsi McDonald tried to end the SRO program, no. But it took the struggle, the fight. Kola and myself made it a point that that program must go. For those of you who don't know what the SRO program is, AKA police officers in classrooms. It created fear. It intimidated young black children. And we needed to end that. There's some schools where the SRO program is still ongoing today. If it's not in Ontario, it's in Canada. So, my brothers and sisters, as we continue to fight, it's a long fight. But let's see it as a fight that's worth fighting. Because if we don't do this, nobody else is going to do it. Nobody's going to fight for you, but you fighting for yourself and for your children. It's just a simple fact. Anything to do with advocacy is hard. It's tough. It takes a toll on you. And we are witness what happens to Kola. Kola died fighting. June 11th was his birthday. On the 12th, we celebrated. On the 14th, we were planning for the press conference, which I later delivered last week, or 2 weeks ago. But he never lived to see that, because he died having a delegation for Peel District School Board. So I said to you guys, the field force in this fight cannot continue. We need everybody. If you care for humanity, if you care for what is happening to the underprivileged, to the homeless, to those who don't have anything, you should care about the huge disparity in our educational system. If the children are truly our future, then let's make them our future. Because all children matter. Their lives are important. If you harm them and you destroy them, who's going to take over from you? It's important that we continue to fight. It's not going to end today, like it never ended in 1992. It's a struggle. It's a continuous struggle. It doesn't matter what political party is in office. If they don't do right, call them out and continue to push. Whether it's the Liberal Party, whether it's the NDP, whether it's the Conservative, but the truth must be told. Let's give credit to any party that does right by us. It's as simple as that. So, I thank everybody as we continue now. Let's know that this is not the end of it. And it is persistent, it is consistent effort, and we all are in this battle together. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, my brother. We're so happy to see you. I see you, Louis Mark. I see you, Zero Gun Violence. I see you. Thank you. Stolen from Africa, we see you. Thank you for being here. Our last speaker is from Advocacy Field. Yola, please come up and share your remarks, and then we'll get going.
Good afternoon, everyone. First and foremost, I'd like to thank everyone for being here and attending. I'd like to give honor and thanks to the Most High and our ancestors on whose shoulders we stand. My name is Jella Adik Farrakhan, and I'm one of Advocacy Field's board members. We'd like to thank parents of Black children for putting together and creating these beautiful posters and signs in remembrance of Kala. Thank you so much. It's a great privilege to address you today on behalf of and in honor of Kala Ilumade. Kala spent all of his time thinking about how to improve schools, teaching, learning, and so on. He believed it was very important to address, as well as heal from our scars, our pain, our trauma that we experience within the educational system, but also acknowledge one's victories by looking back at what you have conquered and what you have overcome, therefore appreciating what God has brought you through. Kala drew from his many victories and few losses. He carried his crown and his cross like a true warrior of God. Through Kala's passing and transition, he's transferring the spirit of fire in all of us. He's transferring the spirit of being more than a conqueror to all of us. So everything Kala and Advocacy Field fights for is not for self, but for those who come after us. The organization and the planning of our strategies moving forward will be impeccable. It needs to be impeccable as a community, and we need to unify. We will receive and achieve majority of our demands, making a significant impact on those who come after us. As is often the case, those who follow most often enjoy the results and the progress of what we have gained. So please invest in the importance of this particular moment challenge the anti-black system that dares to regulate us to stereotypes of inferiority with no clear historical background. African Black, Caribbean Black students, and all who stand with us, hear advocates appeal loud and clear. Find your purpose in life. Walk with your head held high in your God-given destiny with no fear. Your very existence is prepared and wrapped up in the things you are here to fulfill in this lifetime. So your struggles along the way, they're meant to shape you for your purpose. Kala Advocacy Appeal, as well as the community organizations represented here today, want to hear our children and youth reiterate these words freely and genuinely. I love that school. I'm getting ready to apply to that school. I can't wait to attend that school. I'm going to be a graduate from that school. And finally, I'm the proud alumni of all these schools. Thank you for remembering Kalak. Have a great march, and march on to victory. That's what we're called to do.
Thank you. Thank you all for all your attention today. Thank you for being here. As we get on to Queen's Park, you will have two new MCs. We want to thank Black Lives Brigade for being here. Afia and Jonathan will take over from there. But thank you, Black Lives Brigade, for your support as well. I'm going to pass over the mic to Yuri for the logistics of where we're launching. So we're going to have, it's a major, so let's get our children in front. All the demands, you're going to lead the march. Jonathan and Sophia will lead the chant. And so all the children come and line up from 1 to 10. Last year, Carla was here during this march. This year, he is not. A lot of us die without seeing justice for our children. Let us march in honor of his life. Let us march in the dignity of our ancestors and in the power of being black. Black, black, black students matter.
You can get your back
Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Yes, they're gonna march now up to Queen's Park. And some more speakers will be there. Opinion Guru TV will sign off. I'm not sure I'm gonna go to Queen's Park. But they're lining up now. They are getting ready. I think they're gonna march up now to Queen's Park. They are getting ready. All the children are being lined up with their signs, and they are being given refreshments. I'm not sure what's in those bags, but they are being given refreshments. So they are getting ready now. They're getting ready now for the march up to Queen's Park, I guess. Yes, thanks for watching. Opinion Guru TV signing off. Thanks for watching. Opinion Guru signing off. I am not sure I'm gonna go up to the march. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. Opinion Guru TV signing off. Opinion Guru TV signing off. Thanks for watching.